And we're live. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Ricky Dick Bullshit Podcast, Season 3, Episode 3. We can host with the most, the podcast god, Superfly Johnny Lee. And tonight we got a fantastic night for you all because we're getting ready for XCF, Winter Kombat, March 7th. And we got two people that are going to be involved with that show. Two people that are going to be taking on several people in this tournament. We got to my left here, Brandon Valor.
What up? What up?
And to his immediate left, you got the one, the only, you got the hammer, Jamie Vincent.
Yeah, baby.
So guys, how's it been?
Bro, we are hyped for this show coming up on Saturday.
Cannot wait.
I can tell. I mean, it's been a long time coming because watching these promos that's been put out lately, you can tell that y'all want this.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen.
It's been too long. We haven't had an XCF show in 2 or 3 months, and I think we're ready to bust some ass, aren't you?
I know I am.
Yeah, Hammer's been hitting the weights. He's been doing some weightlifting competitions, and you've been eating some steak, some potatoes. It's bulking season over here with Hammer.
That's right.
I get my hands on.
You got some new ink you want to show off, right?
Oh, yeah, I got all kinds of
Nice. I mean, sometimes you got to do that when you know that show's right now waiting, and then finally it comes back.
Yeah.
And you're already salivating at the chance to get your hands on your opponents. Tell us who you are facing.
And not only that, we get a chance to go for the heavyweight championship, the XCF heavyweight championship.
Yeah.
Which is Satu Jin right now, but it won't be for long.
I was there when Satu Jin won it. That's amazing that he has held on to it this long. But like they say in wrestling, things can change on the fly because you never know who you're going to be facing that is tougher and badder than you.
And with this tournament coming up, it could be literally anybody.
That's right, because there's so many people that's right now inside the tournament that want a chance to go after Satu Jin. They want that title, especially guys like Madman Pondo, Draven Lee, yourself, Brandon Valor. The list of names that's on there is tremendous, like Charles Colton. He wants a chance to come after that title too.
Zodiac. Omega.
That's right.
Charles Colton doesn't need any more titles. He's already got 3 championships, and his ego's big enough as it is, okay?
I think we ought to take a couple of his that night.
Yeah.
That's true, because he's got 3 of them. He don't need more than 3. I mean, he's just fine being the champ.
I don't see Charles Colton getting past Satu Jin anyway, so we don't have to worry about that right there.
He won't get past Zodiac.
No, he ain't getting past Zodiac either.
Exactly. But I saw his promo, and it was kind of different from the ones that I've seen him cut before. He was all calm, serious, saying, Zodiac, bring your best. Become the Zodiac that I know that you can be. It's almost like he's tempting Zodiac to come back with the fire that he was when he wore the mask.
Yeah, he's doing the whole Mad Taylor thing, which, that makes me nervous. Anytime a man comes to the ring with a 6-inch spike, you don't want to get on their bad side because he'll stick it up your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he also tends to walk and he'll poke you with it.
Yeah.
He'll show you that it's really sharp too. So you just know, you never know what he's going to do to you.
I've seen some of the new things he's been pulling out lately, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. When he was wearing the mask, you thought that was impressive. But now that he's unmasked, he's been whipping out things that you never thought that Zodiac the man could do. He's been bringing back classics that I've not seen in years. That's a wild thing. And one of y'all could end up facing him inside this tournament. Think about that.
Well, we both got history with Zodiac. I faced him back when he was under the mask, not as the Mad Taylor or whatever, but we go way back too. Zodiac was one of my first mentors in pro wrestling. He taught me the most out of any of my trainers. So I would love the chance to get in the ring with him again. Just no sewing needles allowed. We're going to ban those from ringside. You know what I'm saying?
This coming from the guy who used to pack a chain everywhere he went.
Speaking of the devil, look at the chain around your neck and your wallet chain. Shit.
I mean, y'all got some opponents of your own. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, Hammy, you go first.
Man, that goes way back, man. We had probably the longest feud in XCF. It seemed like we beat the crap out of each other every week.
Oh yeah, me and him, yeah.
It wound up coming to an end, and WCWO home place up there in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, yeah.
We had a dog collar match, and yeah, it was pretty brave.
As one would do. A dog collar match will end it all.
Yeah, I bit off more than I could chew because for about 10 months I kept attacking Hammer with this chain, and then they booked us in this dog collar match, and he wound up jackhammering me through a table, and then
off the side of the ring.
Off the side of the ring, and then at the end of the match, he takes the chain and puts it in my mouth and pulls back on it just as hard as he could, and I had to tap out or I was going to lose my damn teeth.
That's true. I mean,
so I want to add something to that. I don't know if you remember this. We was outside the ring, and the way it's set up there, the guardrail it's made out of wood, so it has like a ledge on it all the way around.
Yeah.
So we was outside fighting outside the ring. I turned around, and there's like a half-eaten ding-dong or whatever it was on his leg. So I grabbed it, and I smacked the shit out of him with it. Fucking shit went everywhere.
Yeah, you want to talk about, like, disrespectful is to get open hand slapped, but he had, like, a chocolate muffin or something and smacked me. So not only was I bloody, but I had frosting and shit in my hair, chocolate frosting. And then I lost the match, too. Like, shit.
I mean, you were basically asking for it. I mean, you spent months attacking him with the chain, and you had to have known in the back of your mind, please don't book a match where this is going to be used because it's going to be backfiring on me.
That's where the whole dog collar match come from, because he was always bringing the chain to the ring. Always attacking me with the chain. So, okay, you like chains? Let's play with chains.
That's right. And then he got to taste the chain inside of his mouth.
Well,
and a ding dong.
the man outweighs me by 70 or 80 pounds. I thought I had an equalizer in a chain, and it came back to bite me in the end.
That's true.
So let's say March 7th, who are you facing in Winter Kombat in round one?
Round one, David Douglas.
Oh, David Douglas. Okay. Yeah. So Douglas.
He's a newcomer to XCF.
Yeah.
He's been wrestling with TCW, I think. Didn't he say he was going to Larry's school?
Yeah. So David Douglas used to wrestle here in Kentucky under the name Raziel.
Yeah.
A long time ago. And he's been off for a long time, and he's making his return at XCF Winter Kombat. And he drew Hammer.
So, personally, I don't know much about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I don't really know what I'm walking into, but I know when I walk into a match, it don't matter.
Ooh. You're awful confident for never having fought this man or even shared a locker room with him.
I haven't fought a lot of people for the first time.
True.
You start to learn everything that you need to know once you're inside that ring with him.
Hammer ain't afraid of much. Let's just put it that way.
I could tell because I've seen the man at XCF back in 2023 because I was there. And then at Paul K5, I swear that the Hammer was there as well. And no one put fear in him. He was out there to dominate. And he made sure that when he was out there, he's going to get the best of them. Just like how he did you. No offense.
I'm just going to flip you both off. Fuck you both. I'm still, I'm not afraid of him either, okay? We've been to war before, and we'll do it again if I get past Mongoose in the first round of my match.
That's true.
Which, by the way, I will. Mongoose is a good man. He's well respected. Lots of people like him. He's a family man. But
he's one of them flippy floppies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he likes to flip a lot.
He's a high flyer. Yeah. I've seen him do some real impressive stuff, and for being
I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it. No. It's just not my style.
Yeah, sometimes
I've seen you do a moonsault, and I know it doesn't end well.
That was on you.
The hammer sault. He did a.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
He head planted straight into the mat.
Yeah.
He retired it after one night
because he realized, that's not going to work.
It didn't work.
He's better off punching and kicking and jackhammering people.
And I think I've gained like 30 or 40 pounds since then. So.
Yeah.
And that means that Mr. Douglas is going to have his hands full this Saturday night.
I think he goes for, 260 or something?
He's about 260, yeah. He's a bit of a brawler, and I think he does.
That's right down my alley.
Yeah, I know you like to get out there and throw bombs at people. He likes a Yakuza kick, so you might watch your jaw because it's like a running kick at you, knock your head off.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to watch for the Yakuza kicks.
Although, David, I got to warn you, Hammer's got a hard head. I found out the hard way.
And then you got Mongoose, so you got to go through him, and y'all might meet each other again, and that might rekindle that feud that y'all finally ended.
Yeah, I'm trying to do things the right way, though. You know, I chose the name Brandon Valor because I wanted to inspire bravery and courage in people. But, you know, over the last 3 or so years, I've been anything but valorous. So I'm kind of turning over a new leaf. I'm trying to prove to myself and to other people that I can be, you know, a brave wrestler and not a cowardly one. So I'm no tricks, no weapons. I'm going to beat him fair and square in this match. And, you know, I got to say this about Mongoose. He's a lot tougher than people will admit. I saw him go to war with Shane Mercer, who outweighs him by 100 pounds.
He is a tough kid.
Shane Mercer hit him with a moonsault pile driver, and he kicked out of it. Like, that was not even the end of the match. And I'm like, holy crap, I thought Mongoose was dead, but he kept going. He didn't win.
That's true.
But, you know, I thought he was a dead man, and he survived it. So Mongoose is a lot tougher than people give him credit for.
And plus, if y'all do end up beating your opponents, y'all might not face each other. Y'all might end up having to face anyone else that is inside the tournament. There's a lot of good names there.
So we're forgetting one of the main ones here that we ain't talked about yet.
Yeah.
And that's the Iron Demon.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I dropped the F-bomb.
I mean, that's valid because the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer, y'all could end up facing him. And that moonsault and battery, that could be y'all's future.
Yeah. And that's not a bright future, I promise.
Yeah. Because a lot
Has
of
he
people
ever given that to you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
He's also giving this man
And
that.
I rolled through and pinned him.
Oh,
Double flip you off for that right there.
yeah, because this man actually lost to it.
But last time I fought him was Full Metal Mayhem. He gave me a moonsault and battery off a ladder onto a pile of chairs, and I was done for, man.
Yeah, that was a pretty brutal match.
I might have pooed my pants a little bit. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It was
I
rough.
mean, that was a scary situation for you.
I think that might be what scared him straight.
You're right. That might have been what made him be like, I need to be good.
Yeah.
But that's something that XCF Winter Kombat is all about. You got all these guys that's vying for this championship. And then you got Shane Mercer himself involved in this. He wants that title as well.
Yeah.
All of y'all are going to have inside the back of your mind, a strategy on how you're going to deal with him because y'all could end up facing him one-on-one.
So there is no strategy deal with Shane Mercer. I promise. I've been in the ring with him. You can beat him and beat him and beat him, and he just keeps coming. I mean, there's no strategy to that.
He's solid muscle
And he's pretty smart, so it's hard to outsmart him too.
yeah, he's been wrestling for 20 years, so he's got more experience. He's stronger than you, and he can high fly like a cruiserweight, do backflips and stuff too. Like, so how do you counter a man like that? He's a deathmatch king, you know, like he's done all these King of the Deathmatch tournaments and stuff. So like, he's durable as hell. What do you do? Poke him in the eye and, you know, run away.
Hope for the best that he can't see you.
Yeah.
But then you got to also remember, he's like a T-1000.
Yeah.
He'll keep on coming. You can poke his eye, you can run, but he'll keep on coming. And that moonsault battery is always not far behind.
At some point, you got to hope for a miracle.
Yes. Mike Stalkup is here. He said, look at that these two. What's up?
What's
What
up?
up, Mike?
We also got Jimmy Tucker here. He's been wanting to figure out where to find Jimmy Vincent live on the podcast. And Jimmy, here he is.
What's up, buddy? That's my old friend right there.
Heck yeah.
I didn't know you had friends.
I mean, he is a biker, and bikers do make good friends.
And he is a biker too, so.
Heck yeah. And then Winter Kombat is not that far right now.
Bro, we're a week away
We're
from
less than a week away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up.
I tell people we bring that ECW vibe. We got that chaotic vibe where we got heavyweights, we got deathmatch wrestlers, we got cruiserweights. Hell, we got a couple of women in the tournament too. Don't forget
Hell
about
yeah.
Ari Alexander and Alexis Littlefoot.
And Ari's got to go through Omega. And Omega, he's bowed. You call yourself the queen of the suplex? He pointed out all the suplexes that he can do. He said, take your pick which one.
I'm looking forward to that one. I love a good suplex.
And then Lex Littlefoot, we've had her in here before. She has grown tremendously since 2022.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to her match as well.
She's the legit wild card.
She is supposed to be like, she's going to be a difference maker in whatever match she goes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know who she's facing. Yeah. She's just going to be slotted into one of the matches. So, she could be.
From what I understand, it's of her choosing, right?
Oh, is she choosing it? I don't know.
That's what I was understanding, that like it's from her choosing. She can pick any first round match to go in.
Oh man,
so that could be a game changer.
That could be, because she could turn a match into a triple threat. Think about that, because if she wanted to, there's many first round matches that she could slot herself right into, and it will be a difference.
If she was to get in with Omega and Ori, her and Ori could jump on Omega, eliminate him.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true, because all Alexis got to do is bide her time. Ori Alexander will wear her down Omega, because she is the queen of suplex, so she'll hit him with that German suplex, and that's when Alexis and her can.
And she's good at it.
Yeah.
I hope Alexis picks your match and kicks you upside your bald head.
But what if she chooses yours?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I would never strike a woman, but I would shake a bitch.
Oh.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Now you're going to sit up here and lie.
Hey, it's anything goes. Like, we got to understand, anybody stepping into this tournament is doing it of their own free will. So it's a pro wrestling match, and it's going to get physical.
That's right. That's how it's supposed to be, because in pro wrestling, things can go wrong anytime. So if y'all step into the ring against each other, there's going to be fists flying. There's going to be kicks flying. Well, blood could be happening.
This is a big prize at the end.
Yes, it is. And it's every man for themselves or woman. So you're wanting that championship. So now you got to go through all of them. They all got to go through you as well. And if Shane Mercer ends up having to face the final one, you know that's going to be the toughest challenge of any man's career in this tournament. Because if he's the final one that you're having to face.
And let's talk about this. The second round of the tournament is triple threat matches, right? So you're not only you wrestling twice or even 3 times you make it to the finals, but the second match is a triple threat. So you got 2 opponents to account for.
Yeah.
Right.
And also you could be worn down from your first match. And now the triple threat's going to be a tall task for you, because you've already went through hell in that first one. Now you got 2 other opponents that you got to deal with. In your strategy, it ain't going to be there, because now you got to find a new one.
That's why I'm trying
It's also like a double elimination. So if one pins the other one, it's not over. Just that one leaves.
Yeah.
So then you have to also pin that second one.
Yep.
So it's going to be a tall task for anybody.
Yes, it will be. That's what makes XCF one of the best places to watch, especially Winter Kombat.
Yeah.
This is one of their biggest shows of the year.
It is.
And I can't wait to be there, because we've been there before. We were there for the 2023 one. And we want to be there for the 2026 one. We've been talking about it for months since we first saw the promos coming out. So we're going to be there, and we're going to witness what goes down. And we advise people to come out there. Oh, look at this. We got Jacob Ratliff. He said, "What's up, Jamie?"
What's up, Jacob? That's my boy right there. When we going back to Tennessee?
Hell yeah. He's another great one that's been on the show before. One of the best people that I've ever seen inside the ring is Jacob Ratliff.
Look, we was going down to Tennessee, me and him and Juicy Jimmy.
Yeah.
Was going down there to Cooter's place. I think it's PWA. I think it's what it is. So they put us in the match. I think it was me and Colton. No. I think it was me and Colton against Jacob and Juicy Jimmy.
Yeah.
So Jacob rode with me. So Jacob's the quietest person. Like, he sit back there, slept most of the time, didn't say nothing. Whole time in the locker room, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I'm saying good dude though. We get in this ring and he goes absolutely nuts. And I'm like, where in the fuck did this come from? But no, great dude though, awesome wrestler.
He's also got some great moves because I've been sitting this some live. He's got that nice release suplex where he picks him up and he suplexes him across the ring. He releases him right as he suplexes him. That's a powerful move.
Yeah.
I think, if I ain't mistaken, he's into like the jiu-jitsu and all that stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
That is what he is. And he'll be inside the studio with his friend William Baber this Wednesday. Bazooka, because William Baber's having an upcoming MMA fight. And we're going to be promoting that as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But that's how XCF is. To me, I think of it as like the new ECW because you got all the craziness that ECW had. You still got the mix of light heavyweights. You still got your mix of cruiserweights. You got your powerhouses. You got your death matches. You got so many things that you can go and see, and it's mostly for everyone. And there's so many badasses too on the roster.
And you never know what's gonna happen.
Exactly. Especially because one night I was there when Nick Depp and his girl Mercy was there. Nick Depp was always talking crazy. He was with Satu Jin, and pretty much they turned on Satu Jin and beat the hell out of him. And Nick's cutting the promo and talking about how the platinum couples are no longer need Satu Jin because Satu Jin ain't nothing but a low-life bum that these people love. And he beat their ass, and he literally, after he got sent to the ramp, she's on top of him, and I'm just like, whoa, what are we doing here? But that's what the platinum couple does.
Yeah, shout out Nick Depp. I mean, he's very entertaining dude.
He is.
He is. We've had him inside here with John Gilbert. They would say, he's hardcore. He's hardcore.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow. But that's him to a T. And that's what we're getting March 7th, this Saturday. Is that you got all these matches. You got the first round. You got the second round. Third round. Finally, you're going to have two people facing each other. And they want one prize. And that is the XCF Heavyweight Championship, which Satu Jin has. Mm-hmm. How do y'all feel about having to take him on? Because after this tournament, you got Satu Jin in your sights if either of you win.
Well, I've got unfinished business with Satu Jin because last year I had a contract for a title shot and I cashed it in. And then Isaiah decided that it should be a 5-way match, not just a one-on-one match. So I got to face the Rejects, I got to face Zodiac and Satu Jin all in the same match. And I did not win that match, but I didn't know it was going to be 5 dudes. Like, I thought it was a one-on-one match. So, yeah, I would love to get in the ring with Satu Jin again. Bust his big ass and take his title.
I mean,
I'm not scared of Satu Jin. Do I look scared of him?
You should be.
All right. Yeah, I probably should.
Yeah, you should definitely be.
So I had a match with him, and he's a big dude. He's strong. I thought we was gonna be cool. So he picks me up after he beat me.
Yeah.
And then beat me again after he done won the match. So I never really got no explanation or retribution or nothing after that. I'm a big boy now. I go to the weight room for a reason.
That's right.
So Satu, if you want some of this, you better. It's not gonna be like last time. I promise you.
Exactly. Like, there's so many matches on this card that could end up facing Satu Jin. Satu Jin's got to have inside the back of his mind. he's got unfinished business with both of y'all, and he's got unfinished business with a lot of people that's inside this tournament, and a lot of newcomers that want to take him on. They're going to be needing to have a good head about them because Satu Jin, he ain't no slouch.
No, he's no slouch.
He's a tough boy himself. I've actually witnessed him.
He's also on the deathmatch scene, too.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So
You see a lot of pictures of him bloody as hell, just enjoying it with a big old smile on his
That's
face,
right.
too. He loves the violence.
And think about this. Madman Pondo is in this tournament. What happens if Madman Pondo goes on to face one of y'all?
I don't really want to fight Pondo, man. He's a deathmatch legend. I've seen him take a cinder block and set it on somebody's balls and smash it with a sledgehammer. So Brandon Valor doesn't need that in his life. No, sir.
It sounds like you're scared.
No, I'm not scared. I'm cautious. There's a difference.
Now, anyone else would have loved the opportunity to be inside the ring for deathmatch legend like Madman Pondo.
I would love it. I would love to actually have an actual death match with him just to see where I stand. But as far as being, across the ring from it, XCF, I have no problem with it whatsoever.
Exactly, because
Hammer wants that smoke.
he does,
I take all
because
smoke.
Madman Pondo's already made it known. He don't care who it is across from him.
Yeah.
Where it be Satu Jin, where it be a guy like Draven Lee, who he's taking on March 7th.
Hey, let me tell you something. Draven Lee ain't no slouch neither.
That's true. And Draven Lee has done death matches as well.
He has been doing this for 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a big boy, too.
Yes, he is. And this Saturday, he gets to take on the legend himself inside that ring. And
This has been a long time coming, if y'all paid attention to his promo. They had a match, probably close to 20 years ago?
Long time
Something
ago,
like
yeah.
that. Maybe not that long, but it's been a long time. So, and Draven always, he was younger, but he always looked up to Pondo. So, I think this is going to be like a full circle match. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
yes, it is. And I think that both men want it because their promos that I've watched reveal so much more than what people think. This match not only is a long time coming, but they both want it. They both need it, especially Draven Lee.
Yeah.
He needs it.
That's some long-term storytelling right there.
Yes, it is. And Draven Lee isn't the same kid that he was back then, those 20 years ago. So, whether it be Draven or it be Pondo, someone's going to be facing them. So, whoever goes through that match and goes on to the next round, it could be one of y'all that takes them on.
So, if I'm reading this right, if you look at the bracket,
yeah,
I'm on that side of the bracket.
So it's going to be you.
More likely it's going to be me.
That's going to be taking on either Draven or Pondo.
Right.
And that's going to be a tall task.
Or it could be Omega or Ori.
That's true.
And where's Alexis in all this?
Oh, shit. Because she could wait and insert herself into the second round. Doesn't even have to do the first round. Just wait and choose the second round. And
I hadn't thought of that. That's sneaky. Ooh, I
that
like
is.
that. Yeah.
Because with her having that choice, that means that she could altogether just skip the first round and go to the second round. Now, whoever she's taking on, they've already been through a first round. They already got wear and tear. She don't. She's fresh. So that's a good strategy right there.
Yeah.
And a good way to get yourself almost to the championship.
Here's another strategy people don't think about. You got to have stamina. You got to be tough because you're going through your first round. You're going through a three-way for your second round. Then you have to go to the final round.
Yep.
You done been probably already through hell. And then you have to survive whoever you're facing in the last round. Already beat down, wore out, hurt, whatever. So it's going to take a special somebody to make it that far.
Yes, it is. Especially during a tournament like this one. This isn't like a regular tournament where the second round would be a normal one-on-one match, or the third match be normal as well. This is XCF Winter Kombat. This is where the matches are shook up. The first rounds are going to be one-on-one. Second round is going to be triple threat. And then the final match is where the people are going to determine who's going to go on to finally take on Satu Jin. And Satu Jin, he's going to be looking at y'all. He's going to be watching these matches. You already know that.
Yeah, that's something to consider. Is Satu doesn't know who he's fighting at the end of the night.
Yep.
You know, he's got to prepare differently for Brandon Valor than he would Hammer or Shane Mercer, for example.
That's right. He's got to study those tapes.
But he does have the advantage that his opponent has been through multiple matches. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
It's hard to prepare. It really is. It's like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. He's Shao Kahn at the top of the
he is.
totem
Well,
or whatever.
even for one of us, from the first round to the second round, if I win my first match or whoever wins their first match, I'm sitting in the locker room, or they're sitting in the locker room thinking, who's it going to be? They don't know. They won't know, and then next thing you know, y'all are in the match together.
Exactly.
You have no time to prepare.
And then when y'all are finally out there, that's the only time when y'all will know who you have to face. Because now you gotta figure out how you're going to go over this match, how you're going to win. But here's the thing: your opponent, they might already have something that could stop your momentum. You never know, because on the fly it can change just like that. Because even if your opponent has already worn themselves down, and you've worn yourself down, your opponent could still have the extra bit of gas that you didn't even realize or count for.
Well, what if somebody got hurt in the first round, but they still moved on?
That's true. Because if someone does get hurt, then that second round is going to be a lot worse for them, because now they got to protect themselves. And that will be a very limiting moment for them.
If I know somebody got hurt in their first round, say they hurt the ribs, and they're facing me next, and I know this, I'm going straight for the ribs, baby.
That's right. That's wrestling 101.
Just like a buffet, he goes for the ribs.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
And if their arm or their leg is also showing hurt and they're not doing a good job, any body part will be attacked, because that's wrestling 101. That's something smart. You got to watch and pay attention to how your opponent is holding their body. If they're holding their body, that's when you know, yep, go time. I'm seeing blood.
Yeah. I'm real big on strategy. Like, I'll be watching matches of some of the other competitors throughout the week so that I get to know what their strengths are, their weaknesses, what some of their, like, signature or finishing moves might be. You know, I'm real familiar with some of these people, but, like, I've never been in the ring with Ari Alexander, for example, you know, so I need to know what kind of suplexes she's going to be throwing at me. I've never faced Omega in a one-on-one match, for example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like with David, I have no clue about this cat. He's just now starting to come back, so it's hard to find any, much footage on him. So I'm going in blind.
That's true. You'll figure it out when you're out there, though, because sometimes that's the best way to know what your opponent's about. Maybe you might be a hard hitter compared to him, and he realizes too late that you got his number. Or you find out that he may be one of those guys that hits a lot harder than you, and now you have to adjust on the fly. That's one of those things that happens when you're first time meeting your opponent, because you don't know anything about him.
Right.
But he probably knows a lot about you because he can see your tapes. And he's probably been studying it, because now he's like, all right, the hammer chain Vincent, I got this move for him. I got this to stop his momentum. I can stop that punch. I think I can do this. You never know what's going to happen until you're actually out there in that ring. And when it happens like that, all that adrenaline, it's going to rush to both of y'all. And you might just pull out the win and destroy him. It's his first time. You've been at this a long time. His first time coming to the XCF ring. So he's got to watch out for you.
Yeah, this is my house.
Exactly. So he's definitely got to study you.
And what he can't counter is that spine buster.
Exactly. Because spine buster is one of those moves that destroys your back. Soon as it's hit, that's it. Just look at Arn Anderson. When he hit a spine buster, that was it for them. Nobody could stop the spine buster. And your spine buster was a thing of beauty when I saw it at XCF in 2023.
Speaking of someone who has taken more than a couple of spine busters from him, not only does it hurt, like it's painful on your back, but it drives the wind out of you. It wins you all at once. And then you got to couple that with Hammer's gained 25 pounds of muscle since the last time we saw him. So
That's true.
I mean, that I would not be wanting to take that move, and I don't intend to. Let somebody else take it.
Well, if you end up having to face him, though,
Then he ain't got no choice.
that's right. You ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
You got to account for that because there's a lot of names out of this tournament, and y'all never know. Y'all might end up winning the second round tournament as well, and then you end up facing each other, and now you have to definitely take that spine buster. It's basically a lose-lose for you because you're going to have to take that spine buster whether you like it or not.
Well, you forget about something, Johnny, is I have studied Hammer extensively, and I am the smartest man in the room no matter who I'm facing, all right? I've studied my opponents. I have got a game plan. That's who Brandon Valor is, the man with the ultimate strategy. So I have got ways to counter the spine buster. Usually I like to drop an elbow on the back of his head when he bends over to give it to me. And this time he won't have a chain to yank me by either. You know what I'm saying?
Now, hold up. You said that you're the smartest man?
Yeah.
How did you not account for the dog collar match?
Well, see, I couldn't execute my strategy, which was to keep a distance between me and him. He kept yanking me back over to him, and I could, you know, I like that fight and run. You know what I'm saying?
He couldn't account for that chain is all that was.
That's true.
Yeah, he blooded me up pretty good for that one.
I mean, it happens because you kept on pestering for months and months with that chain. Finally, dog collar match had to be the reason why y'all had to meet. And now you turn over a new leaf.
Some lessons you got to learn the hard way. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. And we'll see this new Brandon Valor this Saturday night.
We'll see.
You're not convinced? I can do it. I will prove it to you. No weapons, no shortcuts.
Sounds like you're trying to convince yourself now.
No backstabbing. I will beat Mongoose in round one. I'll do it fair and square. No feet on the ropes, no low blows, no chains, nothing like that. And then I don't know who I'm facing in round two, but I'm going to beat them too.
I mean, you will be having two people.
I do know who's on that side of the bracket too, so you just worry about getting through Mongoose first.
That's right.
I'll snatch his ass out of the sky, man. I ain't scared.
I mean, that's what XCF brings to the table. XCF is one of those beautiful promotions that combines not just pro wrestling, but hardcore wrestling together with it. Cruiserweight style, powerhouse style, any style you can think of. If you're not already going to an XCF show, you should be. Especially this Saturday night's Winter Kombat, because you're going to be seeing these two right here either going through the first round and going past that second round to face each other, or you're going to be seeing guys like Shane Mercer, Madman Pondo, Draven Lee, Omega D, Ari Alexander, Alexis Littlefoot, Charles Colton, Zodiac. So many good names that you should be going out there to check out. Because I'm telling you right now, XCF is the place to be. Especially right now.
And also, Satu will be in the house that night.
Yes, he will be. And that man will be scoping out every match because you just know he's going to be make sure that, he don't know who he's going to be facing for his championship. He's going to keep an eye on them and make sure that he studied all of the styles because whoever it is that finally does get to face him, he'll know them through and through because now he's watched them.
Yeah, I'm sure Satu's coming in nice and cocky because he's only got to work one match, and we all got to work three just to get up to him. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Let me ask you this, Hammer. The second round matches are a triple threat match. Are there any disqualifications? Are there rules? Can we use weapons? That's what I want to know.
So I guess you want to bring a chain.
No, I'm not saying. I'm only asking.
That's what it sounds like.
It's a hypothetical question. If I could use a weapon, would I be disqualified?
So, here's what I'm thinking. Most triple threats are no disqualification.
Okay.
Most, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wouldn't y'all agree?
All right.
I would agree.
I can't make the call, but I don't see why it wouldn't be.
I might just bring some bear mace and spray it in your eyes.
I mean, anything goes in a triple threat.
Right.
That's always been the rules, that triple threats have no DQs. Same thing with fatal four ways.
Yeah.
No DQs for them
Right.
as well.
I tell you what, if I fight Omega, I'm stomping them toes. He doesn't wear boots.
Even
Toe stomp all the way.
even when I was the Destroyer champion,
Yeah.
every Destroyer champion match was no disqualification. It don't matter if it was just me and another guy or whatever.
Yeah.
The point of that title was a Destroyer title. So there was no disqualification on no match.
Exactly. And that adds a little bit more layer to it, because once y'all go to the second round and it's trip threat, there's no DQ. So you can use a weapon. You can figure out a way to maybe take the turnbuckle pad off and use the turnbuckle to your advantage.
Y'all do know Madman brings a stop sign to the ring, don't you?
Yes, I do. And also you also got to remember, he's always going to have that knife with him too.
I've heard he's got a blade in his boot. Not only that, but he's got a baseball bat with a buzzsaw blade on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was about to mention that. And he does like to use that buzzsaw blade a lot.
I got to room with Pondo in New Jersey at a GCW show, and he told me to go up to the hotel room and get his weapon, that iconic baseball bat with the blade on it, the saw blade. And I'm just carrying it through this casino in Jersey going down to the GCW show, and I'm like, they're going to arrest me. I look like a fucking maniac carrying this bat around. Nobody said a thing because Jersey doesn't care. They don't give a rip. I mean, they're used to it.
Mike said, "Bring Hammer a beer, a bike, and a beer. He'll let you advance after that."
No, it's not that easy.
That's right.
I'm going to have my own beer anyway, so.
Are you going to do a Stone Cold whenever you win? Just
But yeah, you gotta think, if Madman Pondo does end up facing one of y'all inside a trip threat, he's got all those weapons: stop sign, his knife, and his buzzsaw blade. And he does love to use them. Also, cheese graters
Oh, shit, yeah.
and staple guns
Staple guns, yep.
and light tubes.
And light tubes.
Yeah, there's a lot of weapons that Madman Pondo gets creative with, and he does like to whip them out every now and then.
Well, thank goodness he's on Hammer's side of the bracket.
He can only pack so much to the ring, though. Come on.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
You gotta make sure that wherever he's packing, you gotta counter to it, because he will be bringing his buzzsaw blade and his stop sign.
I seen that stop sign literally almost take the nose off Angel Metro one night.
Oh, he cracked her in the face with
Man,
that stop sign.
I come out to watch the match, and
Love Angel.
Yeah, I was sitting right there, and he damn near took her nose plumb off, and I was like, oh God.
Yeah, he crushed her with that stop sign. But man, she's tough.
Yes, she is.
She is.
She's doing death matches now. And,
Yeah, she fought John Wayne Murdoch
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, they did just like a week or two ago had
Yep.
a death match, right? So shout out to Angel Metro. She's a
That's
badass.
right.
By the way, Murdoch, you owe me a return match.
Oh,
Damn strippy. Last time I saw John Wayne Murdoch was at Paul K5. That was a damn good match, too.
that's another death match legend, an
Yeah.
XCF original too.
Yes, he is. And you know what? If he was in this tournament, how would y'all feel about having to face John Wayne Murdoch?
Hey, I owe him one, so bring it on.
What about you, Brandon?
Well, like I said, he was in that 5-way match that I was rudely put into when I should have been in a one-on-one match, and both rejects were in there. So, yeah, I've got some unfinished business with John Wayne Murdoch, too, but it would be a traditional wrestling match. I'm going to beat him with a drop toe hold or something like that.
Him and Bentley actually stole my title, actually.
Oh, man.
If you want to get down to nuts and bolts about it, but
I bet they pawned it.
Pawn it for some beer money.
Yep.
Murdoch's the one that actually has it, so.
So you want revenge on him, too, huh? Well, he's not at this show, so we shouldn't be picking fights with him. We got to focus on Satu Jin.
Yeah, let me get through this first.
Yeah.
That's right, because you got an entire show dedicated to a tournament that is going to involve you guys going on to do a triple threat after you do your first match. And then you got the finals. This show is packed with talent. And people need to understand they're going to be seeing a lot of variety in this
Yeah.
tournament.
Oh, yeah, Logan Stunt's in it, too.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, we forgot about him.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned Logan Stunt going to be in it.
That's right.
He's fighting Shane Mercer, so he's got a tall task ahead of him.
Exactly.
That's in the first round.
First round, yeah, that's rough.
And people got to understand, that's what XCF brings to the table. You got different talent, different loads of people that are coming together to tear each other apart, all for one goal. Satu Jin's XCF Heavyweight Championship, which he is hell-bent on keeping. He's already said that whoever it is he has to face, he's going to destroy him. He said stack him up. He'll take him down.
Just imagine if it gets to be like Satu Jin versus Ari Alexander. Like, how is that match going to look? Like, is she going to be able to suplex him? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Or Alexis Littlefoot
Or Alexis,
uses her cash in to be the freshest person inside the second round, and she goes on to completely be able to face Satu Jin. And
Yeah, she's got a real advantage being able to pick which match that she's in because she can pick somebody. Does she enter at the beginning of the match, or can she just come out during the match when it's already going? I don't know.
exactly. I mean, it's a real.
From what I understand, she has to pick, if I'm not mistaken, any match in the first round, she has to be involved, like, from the get-go.
Okay.
So let's talk about strategy. You already know if you, in your first match, you need to be, if you go on to the next, you need to be healthy, you need to be fresh,
Yep.
you need to be ready. My goal is, I'm going in, I'm going to crush this guy in 5 or 6 minutes.
Exactly.
Get it done, get it over with, I'm moving on. That's what the goal is. So there's no running me out of steam. I'm going in, I'm barrel rolling him. I'm moving on.
Exactly.
So I don't know what you think about that, but that's what my plan is.
Well, I like to outsmart my foes. Like I said, I'm going to pick
I ain't got
up.
time for that.
You ain't got time for it. Yeah. He does his preparation in the weight room, and I do it in the tape room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mike said that John Wayne Murdoch could be inside the scramble, and then he said, thoughts on Cross return announcement?
Oh, yeah, Alex Cross. So Alex Cross tore his ACL about a year ago in a match with Shane Mercer, and he continued the match, wrestled for another 15 minutes 15 minutes with a torn ACL against the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer. So this is supposed to be his return show. And
Nice.
I hope he's ready to go, because that's a difficult injury to come back from, is a torn ACL. We all know.
I love Cross.
Yeah.
Even though we've had our differences in the past, we had a hell of a match one night. From what I've read, he's coming to make an announcement. Now, whether it be he's joining in that night, or whether it be, his legs is too messed up to move on. I don't know. We don't know.
True.
Nobody's going to know that night. So, I really wish he would come back. But with an injury like that, it's going to be hard.
Exactly.
So, but you never know.
And if you come back to wrestling, you've got a target on your knee. Like, people know that you were out for a year with a bum knee. So if you do come back, people are going to be going for that injury.
That's right. That's wrestling
something to keep
101.
in mind. But yeah, you're right. He could end up in that scramble. Who knows what he's planning?
Because I know Rodney Rush is coming back with him. He's his manager. So all they're letting on for anybody to know, there's going to be an announcement. That's all we know. So is an announcement you joining the scramble, or is an announcement, hey, I think I'm done.
He could be calling somebody out.
Man.
He could say, I want next show.
Right.
You never know.
There's a lot that you people will be seeing March 7th. And Alex Cross, he could do exactly what y'all said. He could announce he's done, or he could be doing things.
I keep forgetting about the scramble because it was just announced like maybe a week or so ago.
Yeah.
I'm focused on the tournament and what I got to do.
Yep.
So I keep forgetting about the scramble. So right now, I think all I know is maybe Apollo has announced he was in it, maybe.
Apollo Showtime guard.
Right. So, and I'm pretty sure that's the only person that's actually announced or that I know about. So
These scrambles are unpredictable, and you know
I
whoever
hate
wins.
the scramble.
You hate them.
Yeah.
You know whoever wins this scramble is going to have some sort of claim at the next show for probably a title shot or getting set up for something big. But they are not in the tournament, so we are not too concerned with them on Saturday.
No.
That's right, because Saturday.
That's why I keep skipping over the scramble. It don't bother me, so.
Exactly.
You need to get past David Douglas. He's 260 pounds, and he hits pretty hard, dude. I'm just saying.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hell of a show, though. But that's what y'all got to do is focus on your tournament, because the scramble is the scramble. That's other people's job, their work. You got to get through your opponents at the tournament, because you're going for one thing and one thing only: the XCF championship, the grandest title in XCF, which Satu Jin has proudly held and kept on to. And y'all got that guy to focus on.
And he's held that title for a long time.
Yes, he has.
Has it been a year?
It's been over that.
Over a year?
Yeah.
One of us needs to take that title off of him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Me. You should help me take the title off
I
Satu.
should help
We're
you.
forming an alliance right now. Come on, brother.
No.
Give me the handshake,
No,
brother.
no.
He ain't doing it.
No, he don't want to do it because he also wants that title.
Damn it.
I mean, you got to think, that's the greatest title in XCF. That's the title that will say that you're the top dog. Right now, Satu Jin has it. But for how long? Satu Jin's got to realize a lot of y'all are coming to that tournament, and whether it be Shea Mercer, or it be you, or it be you, or it be someone like Mehmet Pondo, Rdbp Lee, Zodiac, even Omega, or RX Alexander, someone's going to take that title off of him. And he better realize, he better keep his head on swivel, because whoever it is that he has to face, they already got a game plan. He just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I saw Satu Jin's promo, and I think he might be taking us lightly. There's hardcore deathmatch legends in here like Madman Pondo and Shane Mercer. You got these heavyweights like Hammer over here, who's been hitting the gym nonstop for the last year. And then you got the smartest man in the room, Brandon Valor, who's got a game plan and a strategy for everybody. So, yeah, don't take us too lightly, Satu Jin. You might just lose that title.
Well, sometimes when you're in that position, you tend to get a little comfortable.
That's true.
You tend to let your guard down. You tend to, ain't nobody going to stop me from this. Okay, ain't nobody going to take this. But there's always somebody out there. As soon as your guard drops just a little bit, you're done.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's what it feels like, is that Satu Jin ain't taking this tournament seriously. To him, he feels like all of y'all are wasting your time. That he's just going to mow through all y'all. That's what he's making it sound like. That he don't care who it is, because at the end of the day, he's still going to mow them down. And that's a big mistake on his part. He's gotten too big for his britches. He's had that title for a long time. And now he's gotten too comfortable, too cocky. He thinks that nobody can knock him down a peg. Yeah. That's a big mistake.
Hey, you know who we need to come back and scramble?
Who?
Trash Man Gump.
Trash man Gump.
You're right.
Oh, good Lord. That guy smells awful.
Oh, look. Congo Kong.
Congo Kong, yeah. Shout out XCF original Congo Kong.
Yeah, I had a wrestling.
That's right.
He's a pretty big boy. That's what I hear.
He is.
I think he crushed some ribs one time. I'm not sure.
Better you than me.
But that's basically what he is. But you see, Satu Jin, he sent out his promo a few days ago. This is what he had to say.
That you should be pretty used to seeing by now, because it has been 2 years. 2 years I've held this belt. 2 years of people trying to get this belt.
Yep, it has been 2 years.
2 years of people trying trying to knock me off of that mountain that I proclaimed I was the top of. 2 years, and no one has been able to do it yet. Now, you guys can have your little tournament March 7th. Do your little Winter Kombat. It's all fine with me. But one of you fuckers are going to give your balls a tug and meet me in the ring that night. Because it's a Satujin Open Challenge. And I'm looking at you, especially XCF Originals. Because not too many of you have stepped up to the challenge. You've been pretty quiet ever since I put this belt around my waist. I'm not wearing it around my waist right now because I like it on my arm. And that's where we're ending this today. Come out March 7th. It's Winter Kombat. And someone's going to get their head bashed in by the champion himself.
You heard it here from the champ.
I'll tell you what, when I win this tournament, I'm going to beat that Majin Buu looking motherfucker. He's about to meet his Vegeta, if you know what I'm talking about.
I know what
I'm about to
you're
go
talking about.
Super Saiyan on his ass.
That's right. The Dragon Ball Z.
Hammer has no idea what we're talking about. He's not watched anything since 1982. That's an anime, and anime is like a Japanese cartoon show.
I told you he's getting cocky.
He's getting cocky.
Yes, he is, because you heard it there first. He's basically calling out XCF originals and saying no one stepped up to challenge him from that section.
So there's only so many originals left. I mean, very few.
That's right. And he's over here laying down the cocky challenge, talking about how it's an open challenge that whoever it is that he does end up stepping up to the plate, they're still going to be knocked down the peg.
Let's not forget about Charles Colton, Mr. Three Belts himself. He is also a wily veteran who's been on a scene for a long time. And Colton is another dude that, like myself, comes in with a game plan. He likes to take shortcuts, too. I will not be doing it. But I know Colton is just as likely to kick you in the balls as he is to throw a punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he is.
He's not really the type that will pick something up and hit you with it. He will low blow you or something real sneaky, but not very obvious.
I tell you what, though, I think Charles Colton has avoided a lot of the hardcore matches that we have done. He's avoided the blood and guts.
Yes, he's a sissy.
So what's he going to do if he gets in the ring with like a Madman Pondo?
I mean, he technically has fought Madman Pondo before when him and his partner from the Creekwater Syndicate took on
Yeah, you're right.
Madman and Shadow
Yes,
back in 2023.
Yeah.
And it was a hardcore because they beat Charles Colton and his tag team partner Trace from pillar to pillar. They took him all the way around the arena. Madman Pondo especially was taking it to Charles Colton against the wall, stop sign, everything.
I remember that.
That was a wild night.
Yeah.
I was there for that. That was also the night when Omega power slammed his opponent onto a bunch of chairs right there in front of the crowd. Tell you what.
See, what night was that? Who did I wrestle that night?
I'm trying to remember who you were facing as well.
Is Alzheimer's catching up to you, old man?
Because that's the first time when I saw Jamie.
I'm going to get
Vincent.
spine busted here in the studio. Talk trash.
I mean, we do hardcore matches inside the hallway.
I remember that, though, and I can't remember. Can't remember who I faced that night.
That was back inside December 7th, 2023. And it was Creekwater Syndicate versus Madman Pondo and his tag team partner Shadow WX. And they beat the hell out of Creekwater Syndicate after Creekwater Syndicate spent a long time talking their shit.
Oh, yeah.
That was a wild night indeed.
He is shit talker
So I do
Skywalker.
remember the following February, I beat Lord Crew for the Destroyer title. And I'm the longest. Well, I don't know about Murdoch's kind of ducking me. At one time, I was the longest reigning Destroyer champion there was.
Yeah. And Lord Crew was no slouch here because Lord Crew,
no, he wasn't.
he's a tough guy too.
Yeah. And he's been in Japan. He's done it all. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, I wrestled Lord Crew one time, and man, that dude hits hard. Oh, man.
He does.
Damn near knocked my head off. So I tried to throw powder in his eyes, and I wound up hitting the ref instead. So yeah.
See, that's what you get for cheating.
What, he outweighs me by 100 pounds. What did you want me to do?
Be a man and take them on without no weapons or cheating.
Shit. Okay. All right. I'm a changed man now. All right.
We will see this Saturday night if Brandon Valor is as Valor as he says he is. But now to change topics. Enlighten us on what got you, Jamie Vincent, into motorcycles.
Into motorcycles?
Yes.
Oh man, I've always been like the outcast, badass. I guess I've done my share of bouncing when I was younger. Tattoos, beer, whatever. I was always the the not really the cool guy, but the outcast, the bad guy, whatever.
Yeah.
So, I got into motorcycles and I always thought, fuck, that'd be cool, you know what I mean? All the leather and the fucking ripping up and down the road, and, So, my first bike, people don't believe this, but I got pictures of it. It was a Honda Chopper. It was 8 foot 9 inches long. It took a 40-acre field to turn this motherfucker around. That's what I learned to ride on.
Nice.
And
I like to think you were riding around on a Vespa scooter to start off. Can't you imagine that? A little pink scooter.
So then I rode for several years, and then I wound up with another bike and then another bike. The bike I had before this last one, I've been in clubs. A club. I've been in a club. It's not for me. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I've met almost as many or more good people that I have anywhere in my life, bikers.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Tucker guy, he's one of my good friends.
Nice.
Met him through biking.
Hell yeah.
We still ride together when we can. So my last bike, I wound up going down, dodging 2 deer. Fucked me up pretty good. I was out for about a month and a half. Had to change out bandages all over my body. I was road rash. So I got healed up. Didn't fix my bike, and I thought, I don't know. I still want to ride again or whatever. So I got with my old lady I'm with now, which I love her to death, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. So she brought it up one day a couple of years ago, or last year, a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
She was like, what do you think about getting another bike? I'm like, well, I'm not against it. I mean, do you want one? And she was like, well, do you? And I'm like, well, if you're asking, I know you do. So we wound up getting another bike, and we go everywhere.
Hell yeah.
Ride the shit out of it. So it's not just a biker gimmick.
This is actually who you are.
This is who I am. This is what I do. I was out riding yesterday for 3 or 4 hours. The leather, that right there.
That's right.
The leather, the camaraderie with the other bikers, the long trips, everything about them, I just love them. So when I started wrestling, I've always heard that, you kind of want to mix a little bit of your life or whatever in with your gimmick. And I look around, I'm looking at all these gimmicks that people's got. I'm like, you don't really see like a real biker gimmick. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You Lower Crew's probably one of the closest you can get because he does ride.
Yeah.
But you see these cats come out, probably ain't never seen a fucking bike in their life. Got a fucking leather vest on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got their little trunks and shit. Those shiny boots. That ain't who they are. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So So yeah, I incorporated that, and if you look around, you will not see too many actually like real biker gimmicks.
True.
You know, this jacket right here, and I got a leather vest. This jacket I was wearing yesterday.
Yeah.
My vest I wear everywhere when I'm on my bike. So I'm in the process of getting my logo, my name on the back of my vest.
Nice.
So I can trade them out in the summer and winter, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So that's where all that come from.
And when was the first time that you saw wrestling?
When I saw wrestling, like live or?
Yeah, when was your first experience with wrestling?
My first experience with wrestling was like when I was 4 or 5 watching Jerry Lawler.
Back in 1943,
I remember watching CWA every Saturday.
George Hackenschmidt was his favorite back in the day.
Every Saturday, 12 o'clock, me and my dad would watch wrestling. CWA down in Memphis.
Nice.
Jerry Lawler. I grew up with Jerry Lawler. Tommy Rich, Moondogs, the Fabulous Ones. You know, I've watched all the big names that wound up being big names come through there first. I watched Jeff Jarrett before he was a wrestler. He was a referee.
Nice.
I mean, I'm telling my age, but I don't care. The older you get, you just don't get fucked. So.
That's right.
But that was my first experience, like every Saturday.
And did that ever in your wildest dream tell you that you would end up becoming a wrestler?
No. As much as I loved it, you know, it never crossed my mind about actually being one or being affiliated with it. And let me tell you a funny story how this happened. I was married to my second ex-wife, and she had Puppet the Pain was my stepson.
Yeah.
So one day after school, he was like, "Hey, can you take me down to wrestling practice?" And I'm like, "Wrestling practice? What are you talking about?" Because I knew it wasn't wrestling, like school wrestling.
Yeah.
So I get down there, and there's Shane and Corey. You know Corey.
Yep.
Who else was it? D-Block, I think. A few guys down there. So they had this ring in the backyard. I'm like, you fucking shitting me. So, and Shane, all of them still in high school, you know what I mean? So, so I take them down there, and I'm like, hey, can I get in and do some shit? And they was like, sure. So, I said, so, what's it take to do something, I guess? And they gave me a few drills and stuff. Away we went.
Hell yeah.
That was 2007. So I wound up getting Rookie of the Year at XCF 2007.
Nice. And now here we are, 2026, and you've established your name through countless battles, through countless wars. And March 7th, you're taking on this new guy that wants to establish his name at XCF. And he's got a tall task on it because he's taking you on.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah. He better be studying the tapes because there are a lot.
Yeah, I worked myself up through a lot of Zodiac, Satu, Crew, Shane, a bunch of them. And like that, just like almost like beating your head against the wall. Eventually you start getting it, you know what I mean? And then you become the one that they have to come through.
Yeah, that's true.
So now he has his chance, but I'm going to go and cut that off because he ain't going to do it.
Yep, because he's got to understand, now that you become the gatekeeper, he has to try and find a way to push through that gate.
Right.
And if he can't overcome you, then he's already proved he's not XCF material.
I'm not saying it's not XCF material, just not on this night.
That's true. But you never know, he might have some kind of strategy that might push past you. You never know because...
Well, I found out he does have a manager, so I'm sure I'm going to have to fight 2 of them that night.
Yep, you're going to have to be strategizing on how you
Right.
can deal with the manager, because the manager's going to do everything they
Yeah.
can to mess with you while you're trying to mess with him.
Right.
It's going to be crazy. I asked the same thing with you, Brandon Valor. What got you into professional wrestling?
Let's see. So I broke into the business with a guy named Mike Mondelli and Alex Zane, if you're familiar with him.
I know him. He's a Lexington local.
Yeah, and David Douglas, who Hammer's getting ready to face. We four were training at terrific Terry Allen's school in Lawrenceburg,
Great
Kentucky.
guy, too.
This was 2004, 2005, roughly, when I broke in, and that was where I went and did my initial training. And I was active up until about 2012. So I was on the scene back a long time ago, and things have kind of changed since then. Like I said, death matches and hardcore is way more prevalent now.
Yep, because back then death matches were being frowned upon like they wasn't real wrestling.
Mm-hmm. But
And backyard.
Yeah.
yeah. But I came from a time when like a lot of the veterans didn't explain stuff to you as much. They would be much more likely to just beat the shit out of you as to explain.
Yeah,
a
because
wrist lock.
that's the best way of teaching you, because if they're beating the shit out of you, you're learning as you go on how you're supposed to do it, how you're supposed to maneuver past the fact that they're beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, so, I mean, a lot of it was kind of a sort of gatekeeping to see if you were tough enough to keep coming back. Hammer can tell you this. We've been to a lot of wrestling shows where you'll meet a wrestler that's there for 2 or 3 matches, and then you never see him again. Nobody ever sees him again. And they find out, oh, this stuff really hurts. It hurts to get slammed. It hurts to get suplexed on the floor or to have somebody punch you in the face. And, they may not be making thousands of dollars to do it.
That's right.
They might be doing it and setting up the ring and driving multiple hours to cities far away.
Just like what happened with Hulk Hogan when he went to his first training.
Yep.
His trainer snapped his ankle, thinking that he would not come back. And what happened? He came back and he wanted some more training. That's when his trainer's like, "All right, you're in."
But it toughens you up. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been in it long enough to see guys like, Alex Zane, who I trained with. He went over to Japan and up to Canada, and he wrestled in NXT. And then, I made friends like with Shane Mercer, for example, and I'm watching him go to Japan. And so it's lit a fire under me because I'm hungry. I'm seeing some of my friends that have surpassed me, and I'm like, no, it's still my time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm out there with a chip on my shoulder, and I want to have the best match on the show. And it's time for people to talk about Brandon Valor the way they talk about some of my friends and contemporaries. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
And maybe I'm not built 240 pounds of muscle like Shane Mercer, and maybe I'm not as high a flyer as Alex Zane, but I'm every bit as experienced, and I'm actually a lot more resilient than people think. I've been fighting guys like him for the last 4 years.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So don't count me out just because I'm one of the smaller guys in the tournament, because I am most definitely one of the smartest and most experienced men in the room.
But again, you also said you're going to be trying to do things the right way Saturday.
Yeah, man, I've been looking at the state of the world and just like, I don't like how many evil people are running things. And I had to think about like my own morality, what makes a good man, what makes an evil man, so to speak. And I used to think, well, if I can take a shortcut and cheap shot my way to victory, it's still a victory, right? You're still getting that W.
That's right.
But I had to kind of change the way I was doing things because I got tired of people spitting on me and booing me and having little kids cuss me out. And, it's fun at first, but after so long, it starts to kind of eat at you. And you're like, why don't these people respect me? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah,
that's true.
Because I hit Shane Mercer with a chair before our match and I attacked him brutally. You know what I'm saying? So it's if I want to accomplish my dreams, I got to do it the right way.
And he did live through that match.
Yes, he did, because he's sitting right here.
I've got a 5-inch scar across my back from that Full Metal Mayhem match with Shane Mercer. So you do not leave a match with the Iron Demon unscathed. I will tell you that firsthand.
That's true.
His chops are some of the worst, I swear.
Exactly.
A chop, people go for the smack.
Yep.
He tries to like break your chest. All you hear is a big thud.
It's like having somebody hit you with a frying pan across the chest as hard as they can.
That's true.
Dude.
I mean, I've had Tuffy's chops, and Tuffy is a legendary Kentucky wrestler.
I've wrestled Tuffy before.
And his chops were considered some of the toughest chops. And he's like, I don't know if I could do it. And then he got up and chopped me with my shirt off. He had some strong tree trunk chops.
Yeah, Tuffy was definitely one of the hardest chops I've been in the ring with. Bull Payne, another one, and Shane Mercer. That's probably the three that come to mind right off the top of my head.
Omega's also got some tough-ass chops.
Yeah. I look forward to taking those. Omega, we got a one-on-one match coming up sometime, I'm sure.
I think you might regret it after he gives you a chop.
I like it. That's cool with me.
But that's what makes XCF one of the best promotions right now, is because it's bringing a variety. This tournament alone, that's variety because you got one-on-one matches for the round one. But then round two is triple threats. And not to mention, these triple threats are no DQ, so anything goes. Variety.
People don't realize the amount of talent that will be in that building that night.
That's right.
I mean, you just can't. There's so much, and it's every show, not just Winter Kombat. We have this every show.
That's right.
Like I said, it's like a real-life fighting game. You've got all these different characters with these different skill sets and body types and different types of offense. That's what makes it so exciting to me.
That's right.
I love the chess match of pro wrestling.
Exactly, because a lot of people don't understand that it is wit sometimes, because sometimes you got to have the right mindset when you're facing your opponent, because your opponent, they could have a mindset that's completely different from yours, and they've already got one move ahead that you're going to have to counter. So that's basically what wrestling is. You're both facing each other. You both got to find what makes the other guy tick, what makes the other guy weaker than you, and go after it.
Make no mistake about it. I will be standing behind the curtain watching the other people in my bracket, watching their match. I'm going to be seeing if your ankle is messed up, or are your ribs hurting you? Is your neck bothering you? Because I'm targeting that in the second round.
Because think about the first round, anyone could get hurt. So when they move on to the next round, that body part that's been hurting them, that's going to be a target no matter what. Because they're not going to be able to stop themselves from wanting to hold it, because it's so painful for them. And that's going to give their opponents the chance to just go after that body part and get rid of that person from the tournament. And that could be an easy win for them.
100%.
And that's why this tournament's so fire, because not only that, after this tournament is said and done, you got Satu Jin in his open challenge. He's already said whoever wins this tournament, when they accept that open challenge, they need to come with their A game, because he's already thinking about knocking them down a peg. He said, grab your balls and step up, because he's waiting for it.
He could get knocked down a peg, too.
That's true. He's not accounting for that. He thinks that only he's going to be the one knocking down pegs. But what he's not accounting for is that his cockiness and the fact that he thinks he's been champion for 2 years means that nobody can knock him down.
Right.
But we have seen him get knocked down several times. So he's got to remember, you may be a big guy, but you can get knocked down harder than they all.
He has gotten the spine buster.
That's true. It could end up being you taking him on. And that spine buster could be a detriment to him. You never know. Because this tournament is all about different styles. Different styles come together. You got females inside of it. You got legendary deathmatch wrestlers. You got tough men like Jamie Vincent. You got smart game guys like Brandon Valor. You got guys like Omega, who is thinking with a hungriness to do suplexing to anyone he comes across. You got Alexis Littlefoot with her once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to insert herself into someone's first-round match, and she will be able to take that person on. Hell, she could even use the opportunity to wait until the match is started, insert herself while the match has already begun, and she could take out whoever's been the weakest of the two.
And some wrestlers might hesitate. You know, if you're a male wrestler and you're in an intergender match with a female, especially one as talented as Alexis Littlefoot, and you hesitate, man, she may capitalize.
That's right.
Kick you upside your head and roll you up.
Because there are some male wrestlers that will end up being in this type of match where they have to take on a woman, and their first thought ain't going to be about, I want to knock her teeth down her throat or punch her. They're going to be thinking, I can't hit a woman. My mama raised me better.
Look, I wrestled Mickey Knuckles one night.
Another deathmatch legend.
Yeah.
I have no problem hitting a woman.
That's right. I mean, think about this. If Angel Metro had been taking on Shane Mercer and Shane Mercer just said that he don't hit women, he wouldn't be hitting her. Madman Pondo, on her hand, he's going to be thinking, how's this stop sign going to feel against her face?
Right.
And that's what he went for.
I know what it looked like. Shoot.
That's right.
Hey, the truth of the matter is these women are very strong. They're very tough women. A lot of female wrestlers train with men in the ring.
That's right.
They train in locker rooms where sometimes there may only be one other woman, or sometimes there might be the only woman on the card. So any woman that steps into the ring, I have full respect for as a competitor, and I don't want to take them lightly because any one of them could catch me off guard. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You got to think. If you were to take them lightly, they've already got your number because you've decided to not take them any well because they're female compared to you. But sometimes the women, they show out more often than the men.
Absolutely.
And that's a big thing that makes a difference between them because they're going to be coming to prove they can take as good as they can get.
I've been knocked silly by a few women in my day, so I know what to be aware of. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you, Mickey hits hard.
Yeah. And Mickey's one of those ones that was a true trailblazer.
And
she-
her and Amazing Maria.
I love Mickey.
Yeah.
And she's out there right now doing her thing.
JCW, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all saw where she had her eyes. Yeah. That was brutal. But that's who Mickey Knuckles is. She'll come back no matter what. You can injure her, and she'll come back tenfold on you.
She's tough as nails, man.
Yes, she is. And XCF is the place.
She was in the hospital not too long ago, and the very next weekend at another show.
Yes, she was.
Yep.
That's how tough she is. And that's also why XCF is one of those places that I like because it mixes up deathmatch wrestlers with pro wrestlers, with female wrestlers, with cruiserweights, powerhouses, and multiple talents that you would not even thought about would get a chance against each other. I mean, we're seeing Charles Colton taking on Zodiac. Charles Colton is by no means as big as Zodiac. But make no mistake, he's someone that you can't take lightly because he fought Madman Pondo 2023 with his tag team partner Creek Roger Syndicate against WX. And they went to war with a stop sign and all that. So that man would be able to take on someone like Zodiac. He can handle Zodiac's moves. He can handle that toughness that Zodiac brings. Think about that.
And he's slippery.
Yes, he is. Slippery just like this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
but
that's the thing is it's not all about size. Sometimes it's about speed. Sometimes it's about game plan and intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Charles Colton's got 3 titles for a reason. You know, somebody has underestimated him 3 different occasions, and he's taken their belt.
that's right. And then you got Shane Mercer, the Iron Demon himself. The man has had wars over the years. And this Saturday, whoever he ends up facing, no matter what, you got to believe. If it ends up being him versus whoever on this side, you got moonsault and battery waiting in your future. Not only that, but he's also got that power slam where he'll just toss you up, grab you, and slam you.
Power slam.
Yes, right. You got to think about that because there's a lot to worry about because you could be someone that's as badass as you are, and then you got the Iron Demon, someone who is just like the Terminator's T-1000.
He may throw you in the 4th row. You never know.
I mean, that is his favorite thing to do is yeet people into the 4th row. And he always tries to outdo that 4th row toss, too. He'll try to go for the 5th row.
Here's something to keep in mind, though. Shane Mercer is a road dog. He is out every weekend doing these death matches, fighting some of the biggest and baddest dudes out there, right? But he is not invulnerable, all right? He is susceptible to injury. He is susceptible to damage, and he's been running hard for 20 years. So I know that if I get in the ring with him, if I target the right spots, it's like, targeting the boss fight where you got to stab him in that crystal. He's got weaknesses, too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Even though he may look like a T-1000, you got to understand, he's still human. He still has a weakness to him.
Yep.
But
I haven't found one, so.
That's true. You got to find his weakness, Brandon Valor, before you can exploit it.
His weakness is women, I'll tell you that much. I need to hire a valet.
That's right. Get the valet, and he'll never strike you.
I need to get the Godfather to come to the ring with some hose, and maybe we can distract him long enough.
Because then he won't be able to attack you because he's got all these women that's around him. He's distracted enough for you to maybe pull out something on him and take him down. But physically, he has no weaknesses. Yeah, you're right. He's not shown any weakness to the body.
Dude, he bench presses 500 pounds. Like, that's just insane.
And he's also given Congo Kong, who is a big boy, moonsault and battery. So he is moonsault and battery guys that are damn near 600 pounds. Hamilton. Yes, he is.
Well, what you have to do is damage him enough and not get to the top rope. Do not let him get near you on the top rope. I found that out.
But you also gotta make sure.
Well, there's some he will put up there.
Yeah. Yes, he will, and also you gotta make sure that when you're wrestling him, if you're not taking apart the body, you might as well be calling it quits because he's going to either get you with the moonsault battery or he's going to get you up with that power slam. Or he's going to get you up with any move that he knows that is going to put you down. He could do any kind of move to knock you out. So when you're wrestling him, you got to make sure that you find a weakness by exploiting and taking out the arm. Because the arm is his best weapon.
You're right. I think the arm or cripple his hand so he can't grip you for those suplexes. He can't hit you with that big chop.
But his damn arm is like a tree trunk. So.
Yes, they are. You're going to have to try and figure out some way to take those damn tree trunks and work them the entire match. Because you can't let him have a moment to breathe. If you're working the arm, you're going to have to stay on that arm 24/7. Stay on it until finally you see that he's starting to show a little bit of wear and tear on that arm. I think that whoever has to face him, they better be focusing on that strategy because if they don't, it's over with for them.
You really know your shit, Johnny. You should enter the tournament too. That way you can fight him.
I'm just saying, you got to take the arm because he's a guy with big-ass tree trunks for arms.
Yep. I tell you what, I learned this from watching UFC, MMA, is those big guys, though, you got bigger muscles, it takes more oxygen to operate those muscles. So you got to win those. You got to run. You got to keep them on the move because if they get a hold of you, you're done for. But you got to have better cardio. And that's true. That is my advantage, is having better cardio than those guys.
That's true. But also you got to think, they might not need cardio. They might just need one big, strong hit, and you're down.
I want to knock the cardio out of
you. Like I said. Because you could be fast, you could be nimble, but you still got hard-hitting opponents that you got to go through.
Yep.
And that's no slouch from the women either because Ari Alexander, one German suplex could put you down. Alexa Littlefoot, she got that spinning back elbow. That could put you down. Yeah, a lot of things could happen.
A good German suplex, man, that'll send your world spinning. Getting dropped on the back of your head, the back of your neck like that, I don't care who you are, that'll mess you up.
Especially when it's someone like Ari Alexander who has been perfecting hers to be fast and snappy.
Yeah, she's got excellent technique. She's picked a couple of moves and she's mastered them. So that makes somebody more lethal as someone that's practiced one kick 1,000 times.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And Saturday, we're going to see all this happening because XCF Winter Kombat, you're going to be seeing Brandon Valor, Jamie Vincent, Omega D, Ari Alexander. So many great names are inside this tournament. And they all want one thing. Satu Jin's XCF Heavyweight Championship, which he is proudly saying that he will not lose because he's bragging about holding it 2 years. But he's taking you all lightly. That's what's happening.
Satu Jin's getting cocky. It's time for someone else to take that belt home.
He's not even caring about Shane Mercer being inside the tournament. He don't even care that Madman Pondo's there, or Draven Lee, or any of them.
Yeah, he's getting too self-complacent.
He is. And that's the detriment to a champion.
That's going to work to somebody else's favor.
That's right. Whoever finally gets to stand across from him and go for that title, he may have already screwed himself out of the victory, because now he's got inside his head, oh, well, these guys ain't shit. I'm going to beat them. Because to him, he thinks that this tournament ain't nothing. He's already said, y'all can have y'all's little tourney, little Winter Kombat. It don't mean nothing, because the open challenge is you versus me, and I'm going to knock you down. He said to grab y'all's balls, because you're going to step up. You're going to have a lot of balls to step up to Satu.
I grab my balls with both hands.
Too much information, boys.
But that is what Satu Jin is asking for. He's asking for the challenge. When you do finally get to stand across from him, whoever it is, he's got a challenge on his hands, because it could end up being Shane Mercer, or it could be you, or it could be the Hammer, Jamie Vincent. So many talent there that could end up facing him. I'm telling you, I can't stress you enough. You need to be out there this Saturday night, Jeffersonville, Indiana, the arena. You need to be there for Winter Kombat, because you're going to see guys like Brandon Valor here, Jamie Vincent, Omega D, Ari Alexander, Lex Littlefoot, Charles Colton, Zodiac. So many great names. And that's not even all that you'll see, because you also got a scramble match that's going to be happening. And Cross will be there. And he could damn well insert himself into that match. Yep. You never know. So, folks, I'm telling you right now.
Doors open at 6:30. Show starts at 7:30.
That's right. And we're going to be there, so I better see y'all there. Y'all can't say that y'all can't get a ticket there, because y'all can. Because there's one thing that place like WWE can't give you, and that is cheaper prices, great action, and the fan experience of a lifetime.
Also, Christina Harvey's going to have the best food there.
Yes, she is, and I can attest. She always has the best. Say what y'all got coming up for the people here besides XCF.
Oh, let's see, in April 3rd, Traditional Championship Wrestling in Old Ferguson Gym. I'll be going against Eric Porter down there.
Nice. I know Eric Porter. He's a damn good one.
So, let's see. After that, I got a bunch of fair shows coming up. I know I'm going to be July 4th at, I can't remember all my dates very good.
It's all right.
Hopkinsville State Fair.
Nice.
July 4th. And then I'll have all kinds of state fairs. I know I'll be in for sure, Mercer County. But yeah, all the county fairs, the festivals, all that this year. I don't know how many I'll be at yet, but there's gonna be a lot of them.
Hell yeah. What about you, Brandon?
XCF is it for me right now. I had been going up to JICW in Northern Indiana. I missed their show yesterday. They just had a show yesterday, so shout out JICW. I will be back. But lately, what I've been working on is a pro wrestling app for indie fans. So it's at wrestlingapp.com. I was going to give you some of my cards here.
Heck yeah,
check it out. We're building an app that's
I'll show it to the.
We're building an app just for wrestling fans to promote.
Hell yeah!
It's to promote indie wrestling. Promote, sell T-shirts, sell tickets to things, and it's smaller than Ticketmaster, smaller than Facebook or social media. It's just for the hardcores. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So yeah, if you want to check it out, we're doing a wait list right now, and hopefully the app will be out. Should be by the end of the year.
Exactly. And not only that, but we got another event coming up in March. This one's pretty big. It's been going annually in Kentucky for a long time. March 14th, 2026. Horse Cave, Kentucky. The Caverna Super Show is happening.
Super Show, yes.
You're going to be seeing Hillbilly Jim for the first time in 27 years. We unite with Phineas and Henry O'Godwin. That's right there is what you need to go see, because I'm telling you right now, you're going to be seeing Jessie Belle Smothers. First time since her cancer battle. It's going to be inside the ring at the Caverna Super Show. You got TNA, OVW, and WWE legend Nick Eugene Dinsmore. He's going to be there. You got so many names from women's of wrestling that's going to be there. Amazing Maria will be there. You don't want to discredit her because she is one of the first women to wrestle there at the Caverna Super Show. You got to get your tickets now because there are still tickets for the general admission, and it is cheap, guys. You want an experience so great? All you got to do is get your money and go to Horse Cave, Kentucky, because I'm telling you right now, this is the place to be. Not only that, you got XCF this week, and then you got the Caverna Super Show. That's 2 big shows in March right now. So get your ass in gear, go get your tickets to the XCF show this Saturday night, and then do it again for the Saturday after that. Because I'm telling you right now, March 14th, 2026, Caverna Super Show in Horse Cave, Kentucky at the High School of Caverna. That's the place to be. Terry England and them do a great job. You got Brandon T. Wilson, Jimmy Walls, Triple Crown Wrestling, USWF. You got AMW, After Last Night Wrestling. They're all together on this. So, guys, go on out. Get your tickets. Enjoy some professional wrestling. There ain't nothing like a local wrestling event. Because WWE will always be here.
I work for all
AEW will be too.
Great guys.
That's right, brother. Because I'm telling you right now, you need to go out there and check them out. You need to support them. Because independent wrestling, that's where it's at. And there ain't no experience like XCF and UCW Caverna Super Show. So get your ass on out there.
Hell yeah. Support indie wrestling.
That's right, because indie wrestling, that's the place to be. WWE will always be here.
Yeah.
AEW will always be here. All those big shows, they don't need promotion. They don't need all that love. There's independent professional wrestling that helps breed the future of wrestling. Without independent wrestling, you have no future of wrestling, because there would not be guys that are showing up. I mean, look at the big stars of WWE and AEW. They were all independent stars. They all came from the very foundation of wrestling, local wrestling. To me, I consider that the new territory days, because you don't got the whole gatekeeping thing. You got the territories building up many, many wrestlers that could be the future of this business, that could have their name out there. Seth Rollins, Tyler Black, he started out in Ring of Honor when it was still just a local wrestling place. Now look at him. He's Seth Rollins. He's known as the visionary, all that. All these guys, they came from local wrestling. Independent wrestling is where it's at. So if anyone out there wants the true wrestling experience, you need to go to your local wrestling event. If you're out there and you don't realize you got wrestling, I want you to go look up if there's any wrestling place right there inside your state. And I want you to go there. I want you to buy a ticket. I want you to experience everything that you can and tell me later on inside the comments if you had a damn good time, because I promise you, by the end of it, that's what you're going to be showing love to, because you're going to think to yourself, damn, I've been missing out on the best professional wrestling that there is today. Because you'll see guys like him, guys like Jamie Vincent. You'll see guys like Madman Pondo. All these names, they are from the local independent wrestling scene. And no matter what they try to tell you about deathmatch wrestling, it is wrestling. It's a different kind of flavor for everyone. And you're going to love that too. Backyard wrestling, a lot of guys that came from the independent scene also started out there. So guys, do me a solid. Get your money and go spend it on local wrestling. Because this Saturday and the next Saturday after that, that's local wrestling. And they're going to show you what a great fucking time it is. So get your ass in gear, get those tickets, and go enjoy XCF, Winter Kombat, and the Caverna Super Show. Because that's what it's all about in professional wrestling.
Hell yeah. Shout out Johnny.
Be there!
That's right. Be there or be square, because you will be a fucking square if you don't go there.
Also, shout out to Johnny and the Nice Guy Andy podcast. Thank you for supporting local pro wrestling, indie pro wrestling. You guys are awesome, man.
We appreciate that, brother, because that's what it's all about. When I first got into podcasting in 2022, that was my goal. Because you don't see people try to show love to wrestling. What you see is that there are critics that will go on their podcast and be all about tearing down wrestling instead of trying to build it up. Because to them, they think, well, click should be about us tearing down wrestling. That's not me. For me, I want wrestling to flourish. And for that to happen,
There's enough so-called fans out there to drag it down.
that's true. You need people that will build up wrestling, because if wrestling don't get built up and it don't get treated with the respect that it deserves, it'll always be treated like it's nothing to others. So you got to show it love just as much as you would something like WWE, because WWE, they'll always be there. They got their love.
Yeah.
It's the local independent scene that needs its love, because without that, you won't have future stars. These wrestling schools, they put their fucking heart into building up these stars that could be the future of this business. There are names like Zodiac. Look at this man. 20 years into this business. Damn near 25 right now. He wore his mask for 20 damn years. That's longer than any man that you'll see on TV. This man finally unmasked, and his talent is showing. Because
he's flourishing now.
yes, it is. And you know what? These people need to understand that they may be all about WWE. They may be all about AEW. But without the local wrestling scene in their state, or around the state's area, or inside our nation, or around the other countries, you ain't got wrestling. Because without that, there is no WWE. There would be no AEW. AEW is born because of independent wrestling. Because Matt and Nick were young bucks in the independent wrestling scene. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were in TNA. Yeah, they were Generation Me. But where did they make their name? Independent wrestling.
All your favorite wrestlers got started somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a wrestling fan, go out to a show. That's one of the quickest ways to make friends, is to go out, cheer on your favorites, boo the people you don't like, and you might just leave with a whole new group of friends.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, nowhere in any other sport will you find people that are accepting.
Especially Boo Hammer over here. Everybody give him all the shit you've got.
But
They can't boo me.
But that's what it's all about. And this Saturday and next Saturday, March 14th, you get the biggest experiences ever, because this Saturday you get experience that combines deathmatch wrestlers versus your average day professional wrestlers versus female wrestlers versus cruiserweights, heavyweights, powerhouses, any kind of variety. You get an experience like no other at XCF Winter Kombat. And then, on top of that, when you go to Converting Super Show, you got Amazing Maria, one of the most badass women that's also dabbled in death matches. She's going to be at the Converting Super Show. She is one of the first women that broke down the barrier and has wrestled at Converting Super Show day in and day out every time that's happened here in the state of Kentucky. And then you got Hillbilly Jim, the only place that he'll come to, because he is good friends with Terry England of UCW. He is coming here to be a part of that, so he can be with his friends, the Godwins, for the first time in 27 years. That's big. That's something that you can get from the Converting Super Show. So do me a solid and get your tickets now, because there are still tickets available for the general admission.
I want to add a name to that. The Prospector, Wes Barker.
Yes.
Keep an eye on this cat. He's going someplace.
Best elbow drop in the business after Randy Macho Man Savage.
Got a hell of a big boot, too.
Damn straight he does. I saw him get a big boot that sent the guy off, and he went flying towards the ropes, but he stayed on top of it. He didn't go over it. And he just turned on Marty Clay as well.
Yeah,
another great name in the independent
I've wrestled him
business.
twice.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Marty Clay. He's a good dude.
Yes,
I've got to
he
go to
is.
the bathroom.
All right, brother. Guys, this has been a great show. I just want y'all to know, XCF Winter Kombat, that's the place to be. If I don't see y'all going there, then you don't love professional wrestling like you claim. WWE, they got their fans. AEW got theirs. You need to experience something a little bit better than that. So why don't you give XCF your chance as the first time ever going to a local wrestling event? I promise you won't be disappointed because you'll get guys like this right here. Brandon Valor. He's been doing his thing there. Yeah, he's been cheating sometimes. Yeah, he's been trying to sneak his way in. But that's the experience that you won't get inside the average because he will give you shit inside the crowd when he's a heel. And if he's a babyface, he'll show you love. But guys, that's the experience that you won't be getting from WWE because think about it. WWE only does theirs when the show's going off there and when there's no cameras. But then, local independent wrestling, even if the camera's rolling, you're still going to be having these guys coming at you inside the crowd. They're going to be at the barricade jabbing jaws with you. They're going to be telling you to sit down, shut up, and shut your face. They're not going to wait until after the cameras turn off and be like, oh yeah, now I can interact with y'all. That's not how it goes. Independent wrestling, that's where it's at. And that's why we do what we do. That's what we are about. We may do WWE watch parties. We may do AEW watch parties, but that's not ours. Ours is local independent wrestling because that's what I've come to love. Because even though I loved WWE and I loved WCW and I loved AEW and TNA, I've come to appreciate local independent professional wrestling because that's where you get guys that help build the future of this business. Because you're never going to have this business having a future if you stick only to one company. You need to show love to local independent scene and show it the love that it deserved for such a long time, especially in the state of Kentucky. Because Kentucky, for the longest time, was treated like it no longer had an independent wrestling scene. But I've seen guys come, and I've seen guys build this great state up. Marty Clay, for example, the greatest fucking babyface I've seen. The man is the myth and the legend. And this Saturday, they get to see you guys go tear it down in that tournament.
Hell yeah. XCF Winter Kombat. It's at Jeffersonville, Indiana at the legendary arena. Tickets are $20. Show starts at what, 6:30? Doors open at 6:30?
Doors open at 6:30. The show starts at 7:30.
Doors open at 6:30. Come out. We are going to give you a wild show.
And that's cheap pricing too. $20, that's cheaper than you'll get at any big event. I promise you.
Great food, great concessions, kid friendly.
That's right. That's what it's all about. Because XCF is all about bringing you a diverse roster of talent. You're not just going to get deathmatch wrestlers. You're going to get pure wrestling athletes. You're going to get guys that know MMA, guys who know jiu-jitsu, guys like Omega D who knows how to work the body part to his advantage. Doesn't wrestle with boots because he don't feel like wearing boots. And I can't blame him because we had Kevin Von Erich who wrestled with no boots on. Although there was one time where his toe did get stomped. For some reason, I've not seen anyone try to replicate that.
If I wrestle Omega, I'm stomping those toes all day long.
Exactly. That's his Achilles heel.
But Rusev, no boots. Remember, he wrestled with no boots. Umaga, no boots. You know, so it's Yokozuna, no shoes.
And Yokozuna was...
Marina Shafir does not wrestle. So some people, especially martial arts practitioners, prefer to... Oh, Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yep.
No boots. So, you know, especially martial artists like to go
Exactly.
Yeah.
And guys, you need to be out there. Tell them what the address is to the arena.
I think it's 1019 Spring Street, Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Yeah, we're right across the river from Louisville, so you just go across the river.
First exit.
And if you're in Lexington, it's only an hour drive. It's not that far. You just go across that bridge from Louisville, and you're in the arena's vicinity. And I promise you, you won't regret making XCF your first night of professional wrestling.
Nothing like live.
That's right. What's up, Connor Bills? He said, what's up? Looks
What up,
like
Bill?
he's a referee.
Hell yeah, we love our zebras. Around
That's
here.
right.
Yeah.
And you know, guys,
Charlene, AJ,
Peyton.
who?
Peyton.
Peyton Bowman.
Yeah, Peyton.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the three we got that night.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I
Peyton
think-
Bowman's still doing referee
I was just
thing?
naming referees I knew.
No.
Like,
It may not be him. I know Charlene, AJ.
Yeah. Charlene, I've seen several times.
Not for sure about the third one.
Yeah. I mean, Peyton Bowman was a great referee when he was doing it, though.
yeah.
He's good for he's good at video as well.
Dallas Edwards.
Nice. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Zebras also deserve love because people gotta understand their job is hard because they're not just out there to be officiating. They also got to keep the guys in check. They got to make sure everything goes smoothly. Otherwise, the match could go haywire. Also, they got to keep the guys ready in their time.
Yeah, shout out to the referees. I mean, they're in the line of danger too.
Yes, they are, and they more often than not get destroyed by one move,
Yeah.
and they're out for the rest of the night because they're made of glass. Treat your referees with respect because they're made of glass. Connor Bill said, "Yep, ref for professional wrestling in Michigan. Oh, nice. He's a referee in Michigan.
Oh, okay. Shane Mercer wrestles up in there, so shout
I've
out.
wrestled
Hell
there
yeah.
once or twice. I can't remember what the company was, but it was way up there, way north.
Oh, I also shout the Rhinos wrestling promotion up there in Michigan.
Okay.
He actually wanted us to come down there. We will eventually get down there in Michigan to check out his promotion. Because I think that's pretty damn sweet to have an ECW legend actually having an actual wrestling school and promotion up there in the state of Michigan.
Right.
But yeah, Connor Bills, thank you for tuning in, brother. But guys, that's what y'all need to do this Saturday is go out to the XCF. And then go the next Saturday to the Converted Super Show because you'll get to get your autograph with Hillbilly Jim and the Godwins. You might even get to see the slot bucket get used. And trust me, the slot bucket does get used a lot by the Godwins. And not only that, you got Nick Dinsmill, he's going to be there.
I've got a picture with him when I was like probably in my early 30s. maybe.
Nice.
That was what 40, 50 years ago.
But yeah,
He was actually the champion back then.
Oh, was it OVW?
No, when he was champion WWE.
Nick Dinsmore?
Eugene.
What was
Yeah.
it? What championship was it?
the
Eugene.
Continental
Tag?
Championship.
Intercontinental. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
That's dope.
that's dope that he'll be there. And also, you got Jessie Bell Smothers, fresh off her cancer battle. This is going to be her first time back inside the wrestling ring.
Shout out Jessie Bell Smothers. She's real nice. I've met her.
Yes,
a few
she
times.
is. Connor Bill said, if you guys have a chance, check out Chaos Wrestling on YouTube.
Chaos Wrestling. All right. We'll check it out.
Well, check it out, brother. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about promoting and putting over in professional wrestling. Because to me, I consider that the new territory days without all of the backhandedness. Because you got promotions working together. You got people that are working to build these talent up. Because wrestlers need the talent built up. Because if they're not being built up, then you're not getting stars. You need the talents to always be treated like the stars that they are. And I'm just saying, folks, you want a great experience? XCF Winter Kombat is that experience. So is the Conversion Super Show. So get your asses in gear. Get your asses up. Go purchase tickets because those tickets are cheap. $20 is cheap. Get in there, get you some good food, and enjoy some great fucking action. And then you got the Conversion Super Show, which also has cheap prices. You have no excuse not to go. Trust me, all it takes is just a little drive, and you're there. Horse Cave, Kentucky, Converted High School, Converted Super Show. Get it done.
Hell yeah.
Y'all want to say y'all's goodbyes, brother?
Well, Johnny, I want to say thanks again for having us at a Nice Guy Andy podcast. You guys have been doing this for a number of years. We've seen you out at a lot of local shows. You guys are always awesome to work with. You all are the super fans that keep wrestling alive, and we really appreciate it, man.
We appreciate you as well, brother.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is my first time, man. I loved it. So I appreciate you having me. And like I said, XCF Winter Kombat March 7th. Come watch the Hammer.
That's right. Folks, as I've been stressing this entire time, you need to go out there to XCF Winter Kombat because you're about to see Madman Pondo and Rdbp Lee for the first time in a long time lock horns. You got a more seasoned Rdbp Lee now taking on a deathmatch legend, and they both want this match. You got the Hammer taking on a man that he is, for the first time ever, stepping into the ring with, Douglas. And he's going to have to find a way to overcome that odds. And then you got Brandon Valor here. He's going to find a way, as he said, to get to that championship. And then you got Zodiac and Charles Colton. That's a match to see. Omega D, Ari Alexander, Queen of the German Suplex. He's promised that he's going to be bringing out his suplexes. And he has a damn near infinite version of suplexes that he's come to bring out to her. He told her, take your pick. Which one? He's going to hit them all. That one's going to be great. And then you got Shane Mercer, the Iron Demon. You want to see him as well. So guys, go out to the arena, Jeffersonville, Indiana. Winter Kombat this Saturday night, March 7th. You have no excuse not to. If you're in Lexington, it's only an hour drive. You go across that bridge and you're there. And also, if you're even close to the state of Indiana, you have no excuse not to go. Just a drive. Go there, pay for those tickets, get in, witness some best great action that you're ever going to witness. And with that, I got one thing to say to y'all. If you're not having fun, you ain't getting none. Damn Skippy. Yeet yeet.
Nice Guy Andy Podcast. Skullface Records Radio.